Hi, everybody. It's Victor here again. And in today's episode, I would like to talk about emotional control and risk control and how you can um, do that effectively and in trading so that you don't mess your head up and also your trading account up so you can survive longer in trading. Coming up next. Hello there. So today, basically, what prompted me to actually want to do this episode is past few months. I've been quite active on Twitter and been talking to other traders. And there was some number of questions they post on Twitter and asking people's response, and I also respond as well. And the type of responses they get back from other people who are followers of the account. With some very interesting questions, scenario, and cases, which I want to explore a bit more, and which is also covered partially by the top 10 mistake I wish I know before I start that kind of thing. So this is in basically emotional control and risk control. Now, I've seen a lot of traders, basically me included, when I first started trading, is that we always think there must be a holy grail, some special source somewhere, that if I learn this particular pattern trade or this option trade or this particular way of strategy on different time frame, and I watch those entries and always work. And so entries and exits more important, things in my life, and do that, and I will make loads of money. And then that is not really the case at all. What I found out basically is emotional control and risk control comes first. Then it's the entry, and there's the exit. The exit should come first and then the entry. So emotional control, risk control, exit, and entry. So it's totally upside down what all traders actually think about. Or always spoke about, entries is important, win rate is important, those kind of thing, which is absolutely, into my view, is a bit of rubbish. For example, risk control. Like me, when I first started, I really want to get money quickly, win quickly, kind of thing, because a lot of people, I'm desperate for more dosh, my bank account, so I can buy the things I want. So I over trade by risking too much, more than 1% on most cases, and I lost my shirt very, very quickly. And the problem is the losing of money not just kill my trading account, it also gave me bad mood, and my emotional state won't be good. And I basically stop at my children, stop at my wife, stop at my work colleagues. I just have a miserable day, those kind of thing. And it's not good at all. And the emotional control, when you have a losing trade, irrespective you follow your process or not, it's not a good feeling. But it's something that is part and parcels of trading business. I always said, winning and losing are twin brothers. Two sides of the same coin. You cannot have wins without losses. You cannot have losses without winnings. It comes hand in hand. You cannot have one and not the other one. So the problem is then without the proper control, you basically not just risk losing your money, but also losing your emotional state. And this is, for me, is far more important. In trading, in irrespective what strategy you use. Over the years, I learned that if your emotional state is not in the right level, you are more prone to overtrade, risk much more, and also go into the market when there's nothing to trade. Basically forcing the market to use something, or you look at the charts, the pattern looks something that is tradable when you step further and look at a bigger picture or longer time frame, it doesn't. It absolutely no trade. and also your risk of what you call the emotional of wanting the money. I want it now, not willing to be patient and wait. And basically, I want the money causes you to risk, not just too much, but I say to take on something that's far too volatile to trade. For example, Bitcoin. When you don't trade in the right way, you can lose a lot of money. So those are the things I found being, treated about by this influencer on Twitter, and the response of people coming is really, really frustrating, because you see how they got the traders, how they fixate on, I like your strategy, tell me what to do, and don't, or they always think about strategy. So basically, entry and exit. They don't think about the emotional control, the risk control. And some people, even say, they want to risk as much as they can so they can get the money as soon as possible. And that's totally wrong mindset to have trading, like any business. You don't go in there and expect to make, loads of money. I mean, look at even Amazon, even Google, this stuff. When they first started, hardly any business. Nobody know them. They promote themselves and they just, Amazon just selling books and Google just search engine and stuff. But over time, slowly they get on more out of business, and they slowly turn the business around, and they have business downturn, and they become, the top of their own the field, the area, and people just always not willing to wait. Business is business. It takes time to grow your business. It takes time to people know about your business. It takes time to mature your process, and also it takes time basically to grow your portfolio, grow your profit, grow your names and so forth. But somehow what I found really frustrating in the financial industry is, well, I think I say some other episode as well. Hey, buy my course and you'll be in no time earning loads of money. Look, I'm driving a Ferrari. I'm driving a Porsche. I'm flying first class, whatever. And it gives the illusion that things are easy. Forex trading is easy. Option trading is very easy. Whatever, even trend following, I think people think it's easy, that kind of stuff. But it's not. Whatever strategy it is, it takes time to learn. Just like any skills, it takes time to learn. It takes time to get mature skills, so to speak, to be proficient on the skills. And at the start of any career, you don't think about the money first, do you? You think about how can I become better, how can I become a better chef, become a better cook, a better builder. And then the money slowly comes and you get more efficient on your whatever trade you decide to go in. But financial services is like, hey, just do this. Look at what I do. And you can just follow. And also on YouTube as well, it's advertised a lot. Just run this. Nothing against day traders and stuff, but some of the day traders out there say, hey, look how much I make today. I make $5,000. I make $10,000. Some of them even tell you, okay, I lost 2,000 or 3,000. Most people don't. Most of them just tell you, hey, look how much I made. And they don't look at the losing side. What happened when they're down day? What happened emotional, in the right state? How did they get themselves out of the holes and stuff? They don't show you of that. And this is bad. And the financial industry in general just want to suck your money. It's very much like gambling, or the casino. Just all the fluffy thing, all the whistles and torches, whatever, some nice fluffy thing to tell you, or the shiny thing. Yeah, come and do this, and you become millionaires no time, which is totally wrong. And then this is why so many people go into the trading business and have the wrong expectation with the incorrect risk control, emotional management. They just concentrate on the entry and exit and lose the shirt very quickly. I mean, a statistic in the industry, financial industry, on the trading industry, sorry. Traders lost their account within 6 months. The first account. Many people blow up. 80 plus, I think 90% of them. Some people say, they blow up their account in the first 6 months, never go back in again. And most people lose money in trading. But not everybody, especially people I found with good degree, PhD or first class students, they all think, somehow, or successful businessmen, somehow they think they can transfer the skill from the academic skill or in the business skill, and I think trading will be just as easy. Because I master in this one area, I must be able to transfer. It must be portable into trading. I can transfer the skill from trading, but that's not the case. And there's a lot of egos going around as well when you're trading and stuff. And this is totally wrong. First thing first is you must be in the right state to trade. Okay, that's assuming you already got a system, a strategy that is if you play long haul, give you a positive edge. That means so you do it thousands of times, 100,000 of times later on, you make your money. Assuming you have that already in place, which is as far as I'm concerned, is a trading. It's only 20% of the trading overall. The risk management comes in, which is 30% of the overall trading, and emotional, basically, from my point of view, is more than 50%, 50 to 60%. If you're not in the right state, in the right mindset, first of all, you risk too much. You don't follow your process. You don't write things down. You're so much ego. You revenge trade. You lost money. Let's say Microsoft, and you always go by Microsoft, try to get your money back, even though the chart or the statistics they say, or the trend following rules say there's no trader. You will try to force it, and also because your emotional state is incorrect, you're eager to make the money. You want the money quickly, and you risk. Let's say you put money in from your other bank account, something that you're supposed for your children college fund, also the example, or for your mortgage payment, for your pension, and then you feel that this hot money now, what the industry call that, you think that money I must keep that money. I cannot lose those money, and you use that to trade. For trading, which have a probability of losing anyway, and that's causes you your first step into trading, the emotional state, wrong already. Okay, that's totally wrong way of thinking. Secondly, then the risk control, because it's you didn't have a right emotional state. Very likely you're going to either you risk more than 1% per trade, or you trade too often, too much. Like you want to follow some financial firms to have very large amount of transaction going in and out of the market, very quickly, 10, 20, 30, 50 times per day. You won't make any money that way. The only people who will make money is your stockbroker who provide you the service. In and out through the spread, or through the actual trade cost. So to get into trade and get out of trade, and that's wrong. And so what I found, what trend following helps me in a way is that there are set rules, and providing all I need to do is make sure the emotion stays correct and stick to it, and take every signals and stick to the rules, stick to the risk management, and so forth, and the strategy. Then I will win overall. I don't have to worry about is my entry or exit correct or not, or in my emotional state, am I risk control or not. So long as my emotional state is correct and I follow the rules, the trend following system tells me when to get in, when to get out. And that's how I found support, so to speak, because the rules are mathematical based. If I keep on having 5 losing trade or 6 losing trade, even 10 losing trade, I can go back to my system, back test them and check, to see if under these circumstances I taken the signals, but it's still losing. It's been losing the past 10 trade. Or am I doing anything wrong? But because mathematical base, you can actually identify are you doing it wrong or not. So long as you take every signals, you basically win over long term. But at the present time, you're using 10, and you have just lost 10 consecutive trade. Okay, and let's use this for example. How many people can continue to trade and take the next trading signal when they have lost 10 consecutive times? I think I'll talk about this kind of thing in other episode. And the successful trader understand that it's a cost of doing business. There will be patterns. Sometimes you lose 4 or 5 times, 10 times, even 12 times. I remember the conflict test that I talked about a couple of episodes ago. How can a human being who have never done trading before or not good at trading or emotional control able to handle losing 10 times in a row. It's very, difficult for people to guess sometimes, unless you're actually in the thick of things, and still, that you need to able to control your mind. But the way that I control my mind, basically go back to my system and basically say, have I followed my rule? Is my calculations correct? Have I done the right calculation? And so long as the calculation is correct, because the rule didn't change, the calculation is correct. That's it. Okay, I get a wrong outcome, but so long as I follow the right process, it will be fine. Okay, that's how I found it. So to recap, as a new trader, don't think of the money first. Think of the process. Think of how you can make money. Risk control. Most of all, emotional state. Emotional state, how you emotional, handling yourself, and know who you are and what you can tolerate, what you not tolerate. It's about 60% of the trading strategy overall. It's not about the entry or the exit. Okay, it's really about the emotional control and risk control. So, I hope you found this episode helpful, and I will probably talk a bit more about on risk control later on. But I think this is important: emotional control and risk control. If you don't follow this, you're very likely blow your account. You're gonna blow your account many times, and you're gonna bang your head against the wall, and you will not know what you need to do to change to stop it. Okay, I hope you find this useful, and I will talk to you in our next episode. Bye.